emotions. We've all felt emotions from happiness and excitement to sadness and fear. We also have dozens of words to describe them. But what are emotions exactly? Most scientists agree that emotions are a change in our mental state caused by things that happen in our lives. When we lost someone we love, we feel sorrow. When people laugh at us, we feel embarrassed. When something wonderful happens, we feel happiness. If we feel enough happiness, we can end up in a great mood. Emotions are different from moods, though. Emotions only last for a short while. They are connected to a specific event or person. Moods last longer and not connected to anyone or anything in particular. Instead, moods refer to overall feelings of pleasure, sadness, irritation, or anxiety. How many emotions are there exactly? Four? A dozen? 100? Well, we will just identify six basic emotions: love, joy, surprise, anger, sadness, and fear. What is happiness? One of the first core emotions we all experience is happiness. When we were younger, happiness is often feeling that comes from a sense of safety and security that our parents bring us. It arises from the knowledge that we are loved and taken care of, and as we grow older, we begin to associate it with feelings of contentment and emotional connection as well as joy, pleasure, and satisfaction. All exist to remind us of what it is that we value most. So think about the times when you feel happiest and you will come to realize what it is you want most in life. Sadness. Next comes sadness, an emotion that we feel whenever we experience the loss of something important in our lives. Sadness is a very complex and nuanced emotion, one that can come in many varying degrees and manifest in a lot of different ways. But its most important purpose is to help us process our feelings of grief and disappointment. Feeling sad allows us to take a step back and look at ourselves and our situations to better understand what it is that's causing us so much pain. It teaches us to be more introspective, resilient, and to learn from our mistakes. Anger. While it may not seem like it to a lot of us, anger can actually be a very good emotion to experience if we take the time to understand it more, often manifesting as clenched fists, tense muscles, and a flushed face. Our anger begs us for release, so we let it out by stomping our feet, shouting at those around us, and even breaking the things within our reach. We feel frustrated because there is something stopping us from getting what we want. So we lash out to make ourselves feel less helpless against our situation. But anger is meant to do more than just that. It forces us to act and fight against the problem we're facing. Fear. Evolutionary psychology tells us that fear is a basic survival mechanism meant to keep us safe from potential danger. It's why we have an innate fight or flight response that's triggered whenever we feel physically or emotionally threatened by something. But sometimes we feel fear towards things that we aren't supposed to, like failure, uncertainty, emotional vulnerability, and the loss of control. Fear keeps us from taking risks, challenging ourselves, and going after what we want. Surprise. Surprise is something we feel when something unexpected happens to us or those around us. Shock and surprise can intensify whatever emotions we're feeling, like happiness, anger, and despair. When we feel surprised, we become more curious and alert because it forces us to change our perspective and adapt to a new situation. What is love? Love has been a favorite topic of philosophers, poets, writers, and scientists for generations, and different people and groups have often thought about its definitions. Some possible definitions of love is a willingness to prioritize another's well being or happiness above your own, or extreme feelings of attachment, affection, and need, or a fleeting emotion of care, affection, and like. While most people agree that love implies strong feelings of affection, there are many disagreements about its precise meaning, and one person's I love you might mean something quite different than another's. Love is complex, a mix of emotions, behaviors, and beliefs associated with strong feelings of affection, protectiveness, warmth, and respect for another person. These are the different kinds of emotions. Feel and enjoy.